Hey guys, Crew Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Aaron.
And we are watching Rebels. Yep, now, Aaron, Shane, what happened last time? Actually, Shane, did you watch last episode of Rebels?
Just keep going.
Yeah. We all really enjoyed the last episode of Rebels, especially
it was
all
awesome.
whenever the Emperor showed up and fought Darth Vader for the power of the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I know that. I read the summary.
Anyway, so we are just going to watch some Rebels, guys. We kind of have a running theme with kind of collecting, I guess, like a semi-Rebel alliance. Like, they keep getting, like, certain people and, like, bringing them to the fold, it seems like, right?
Yeah, but they're not people that we've ever seen really before, right?
Well,
Not like people that we know that are in, like, the rebellion
well
or anything.
of course not. No, but it just
There's no
seems...
Mon Mothma.
It just seems weird that we've had, like, 5, like, of the characters that have been, like, introduced have, like, come back to the fleet.
Where's the Bothans?
Huh?
The Bothan spies.
I mean, they're spies. They can't be there.
They won't be very good if you saw them.
What are you talking about?
We gotta recruit them. When are we gonna recruit them?
If you recruit
They're
them,
working behind the
you need
scenes.
to keep them in the Empire so that when they're spies, they can just give you information.
Oh.
You don't bring them there.
Don't they have, like, stealth?
This is why you're not a spy.
What?
Aaron? No.
You need to watch Chuck.
Yeah.
I'll hit the button.
So where'd you hear about these refugees anyway?
Huh? Oh, you know, one of our contacts. Speaking of, Chopper, you better let him know we're here.
Ezra just reminded me of Shane.
Here's an
right there.
iPhone.
Hey, where'd you get that transmitter?
Fuck off.
Answer. You better hurry.
Come on.
Is this...
What? What? What are you thinking?
What? Wait. Recognize the feet?
Huh? What's on their head? Is it their head?
It's
My people.
it's Lasat.
Lasat.
Aren't they all dead?
They're all dead.
I thought it was known that there's a few left.
I thought he was the last one.
He was the last one.
To a detention facility.
He's like the honor guard, right?
Yeah, I think so. Or he has the weapon of one.
Yes! Zab! Oh, point blank. Murder.
Kill that fool. They killed the other one.
Hey! What's Hondo doing here?
Just in time.
I was gonna say maybe Honda, because those doors in that place look like the last time we saw Honda.
Hondo is your contact.
To be fair, he contacted me.
Yes, to be fair. Because
Of the Lasat High Honor Guard.
So he was Honor Guard, okay.
our reunion, I was right.
Is that like her hair? That white thing?
I guess.
Do you remember me, Captain? Do you
That sounds like
Really?
Yoda.
Is it Frank Oz?
Yes. Where did they go? Good question. How I understand though that there is a reward for that kind of information.
Freaking Hondo.
Where our people can begin anew.
Are they going to repopulate?
The only safe system for us was
I
the
am the
sun.
only
It was
woman.
destroyed.
Now I have 2 men.
It was a trans. Stone took us on their way.
How close are
Pretty close.
Pretty close.
Here!
Oh.
What is he? Okay.
Thanks, Hondo. We owe you one.
No, we don't.
He's the one that did this to begin with.
And he really whips out that lightsaber now, doesn't he? You
Yeah.
know, like, back in the day, he would, like, refuse to take it out. I guess...
Well, like the whole
I think
first
he's embracing the
episode,
fact that he's a Jedi.
Yeah.
the whole first episode, he wouldn't bring it out until the very end.
If I was a stormtrooper, I'd give up after they started taking off. That never helps.
Yeah.
Shooting at him. I'd be like,
Damn.
watch him.
Yeah.
Wait for Vader to come kill me.
They got away, guys.
Time has come to prepare the ritual that will guide us to our new home.
I'm with Zeb, man.
I'm not weird.
Quiet, Chopper.
The Ashla, the spirit of the galaxy.
Sounds like the Force.
The Force has many names, Ezra.
And it is through your force, our Ashla, that the prophecy comes.
A warrior, a child, and a fool.
Well, finding
See the fool?
unfindable enemies of your
Like a Latin mass.
He's like trying.
I was as good as dead. At least until Kanan found me. I failed my people that day.
So don't fail them now.
Is he saving the warrior?
The child of Lasat.
Wait, I'm the child? I really wanted to be the warrior.
Kind of acting like a child.
Hmm? What?
Whoa.
He's never done this with his habits.
No.
Whoa.
What's he doing? Whoa.
I never do that.
The child must show us the way.
Wild space. So it's a new Lasat? What they're kind of saying?
Kinda.
What is that?
Oh.
Whoa.
Black hole?
It's like a bunch of galaxies is what it kind of looks like.
A lot of music.
Yeah.
Imploded star cluster. Biggest
Oh.
one I've ever seen.
I say,
Imploded
Get
star.
any closer,
I mean, that's
the gravity field will destroy us.
what happened?
black holes, right?
Sure
When a
are,
star
but our
implodes?
course is
You prophecy types always pull something like this.
Empire. They're gonna have no choice but to go in now, right?
Yeah.
You're not actually going into a galaxy cluster.
Attention, how did he find us? Hello, my friend.
Hondo?
I hit a tracker on that transmitter. You know, for insurance purposes.
What is going on? It can't be good.
What are you doing?
Leading the way.
I love this music. It's like nothing I've ever heard in Star Wars.
I feel like they would just destroy the electric system or whatever, right?
It's a special staff.
It's creating some kind of shield or something, I think. What?
Whoa.
They're dead. They're dead.
So is this
Yeah.
thing protecting them from the
I
mouse?
guess.
That's what it's doing?
This guy's gonna turn into spaghetti. Ooh, cool.
Oh, it's like pulling the bullets,
Yeah.
the lasers. Oh, it's falling apart.
We'll be torn apart.
Once you get sucked in,
It's too late.
you're done, right?
Yeah, you can't escape. Well, they have starships.
Yeah.
Let them go.
I don't know how, but the hyperdrive is activating.
Is he using his
I don't know.
mind to control everything, or is he just...
Oh.
Is that staff and like, connecting him to the ship and enhancing all his senses?
Yeah, like what's running it?
It's cool looking.
Are there any
This
others?
scene drug on for a second.
Yeah.
Are there any others there?
I don't know, Aaron. How could I know?
Well, Eric.
Is two Lasat all alone on that planet?
They're not alone. There are already Lasat down there. Nearest sun is where my people originally came from.
Oh.
Yes, Chopper. That means there's a lot more of him. Yes.
And if we meet any other Lasat, I will show them the way.
My magic stick.
Yeah, did you have to use that every time they come here?
No, they said now that it's charted, they can get.
I think
through.
that's just an easy way to explain it. But it seemed like they needed some supernatural thing to get through there.
They're talking about using the Force. They just call it something else.
Yep.
Yeah, they
And
call
then
it Ashla.
Yeah, Ashla. And then he brought that stick up. Or, I mean, that's been his bow rifle since day one.
Mhm.
It's called like an Lasat. Yeah, it's like a Lasat Honor Guard bow rifle, I think
Yeah.
it's called. Like, because it turned into a bow staff.
Yeah.
We've never seen it open up like that. So is that thing connected to the Force somehow?
I don't know. I don't know what was actually controlling the ship. I thought they were, like he was just like charging it, or it was like you said, a shield to kind of protect them from that Maelstrom. But then I started using like the hyperdrive and steering them and stuff, and I'm like,
I mean, he puts it in the star map and it shows him where to go,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Which seems like a Force thing. How would the staff know where to go? It has to be connected to something else, right? Unless like the staff has some kind of like internal memory bank.
yeah, maybe.
Precluding the fact that he's force sensitive, which he probably,
No, he's not.
Then yeah, it seemed like it was using some kind of otherworldly technology.
Is it mystical or is it just a really like maybe Lasat's like a big civilization that saw decline with the Empire or something? I mean, because it's hidden within that thing, right? Maybe they have some kind of like super advanced civilization, and those are kind of like leftover pieces of technology.
I figured they have better hairstyles. That was the case, Eric.
That hair.
Well, she hasn't been there.
Good point.
The hair didn't bother me as much as the like chanting and prophecy language with the three things. I don't know.
No, that didn't bother me. I really liked this episode personally.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was cool. There's some cool moments. I personally don't love like stories that have to do with prophecy and fate and stuff like that.
Isn't that the entire like saga of like episodes 1 through 6?
No, 1 through 3. I mean, when you watch 4, 5, and 6 originally, there was no prophecy thing. It's a retroactive edition.
I know, but it feels a part of it now.
Well, no, I understand. Like, you could say there's a prophecy of the chosen one, and Anakin never fulfilled it, or Luke is going to fulfill it, or something like that. Or no one ever fulfills it, because it's just words that people are aspiring to. You know what I'm saying? Like, in Harry Potter, there's a prophecy, and Dumbledore talks about, like, prophecies mean nothing unless people act upon them. They're just another way you can just say an idea, and people either believe it's true or they don't. Doesn't mean it has to come true.
In George's eyes, a prophecy came true in the end.
I don't know. I mean,
Either
the,
by
the
Anakin
prophecy
or...
is just you speak of the one that brings balance to the Force, right?
Anakin.
I mean, what is it?
Ultimately,
We don't know what the balance means. That all that means is that
We don't know what the balance
it's whatever someone thinks that it means. You know.
The prophecy did come true in the end.
I guess, yeah. But like didn't she say too, like, well, anybody could be, like, you'll be one of these things at many points in your life or something like that. So
Yeah, but it wasn't taken away from the prophecy. She was just doing it to tell him.
I don't know. I kind of annoyed me with the whole chanting thing too. Like, I just can't imagine that like in a Star Wars movie.
I don't know.
Like,
I
these
think
weird aliens with giant white hair, like just playing with
Episode
chalk
4
on the Falcon. You know,
I did not feel like the hair matched at all. That's what just felt weird to me.
and like just chanting over and over again.
I don't know. I think it gels with what we know.
A magic stick.
I think it
fixes
gels.
that flies your ship for you.
50 Cent.
Huh?
Got the magic stick.
Oh. I didn't get that reference at all.
I think I don't know. I think it gels with the clone. Some of the because there's some mystical, crazy stuff in the Clone Wars that I love and embraced.
My whole thing was just like
I don't know.
I've always thought one of the main storylines of episodes 1 through 6 was prophecy. When he's like, I hate prophecy stories, I'm like, I just feel like you just hate Star Wars.
I mean, you're allowed to think that. I think the main story of episodes 1 to 6 is about family and order and disorder and industrialized
It's mainly
power.
about family.
You know,
You're right.
I mean, that's what I think about when I think about Star Wars. I don't think about the prophecy. It's like saying I think about the Force. I have to think about midichlorians. Like, I don't. I mean, you can talk about it at that point, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
I was just laying out an opinion. You guys were like,
What do you love, Aaron?
What do I love?
What do you hate?
I hate that hair.
So we can love it.
he loves the hair. What do you hate about the episode?
Oh, I liked the episode. It's one of my favorite episodes I've watched.
I felt like the two guys with the Lasat hair was okay. And then her just giant white domey hair just didn't fit.
Yeah.
I guess I cared a little about that character and the banter between him and Ezra, and I cared a little about that species. And then this episode maybe.
I mean, I'm interested in Zeb. I mean, I liked Zeb's, especially the performance. The animation was awesome on Zeb's like emotion. Like, he has a very emoting face for being a monster. You know.
I like that we learned that he was defending their like castle, palace, whatever he called it, and then like a bomb blew up. Knocked him out. Mm-hmm. They left him for dead.
And Kanan found him. Yeah, that was cool.
But he felt that he failed his race.
Yeah.
Also, I like the backstory.
I also like the idea that there are other traditions out there that are based in the Force, but they're not Jedi. You know, because
we've already known that.
We haven't, because we felt like that with.
And then the Night Sisters?
I'm just about to say that. Like, the Night Sisters, we said, like, well, okay, that has to be, like, another form of the Force. But then George Lucas comes and says, no, it's actually just, it's something different. It's magic. And nobody can say anything because he's fucking George Lucas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, that's like saying, is it Han Solo or Han Solo? George Lucas always says Han. Harrison Ford, the actor, says Han.
It's a little different.
No, it's the same thing.
It's a major theme. It's very different.
How do you say his name?
Huh?
What's his name?
Han.
Okay, why?
Because that's what Luke says.
Because the majority of people call him Han.
Okay, but the creator, George Lucas, says Han Solo.
Well, yeah, but he also says
it's
Naboo
permitted in the
Hoth.
show.
Okay,
but that's different than saying
Who says it? Lando? Is that it? Well, handle, buddy, don't let me down. But he says,
I'm just saying, that's different than saying, like, this thing, which could be a huge story thing, is actually a completely different huge story thing. It's like saying there's two forces. That's different than saying there's two productions of Han. I'm just saying, like, because that then, I always thought, like, okay, that's cool. It's another way of using the Force that the Jedi and the Sith don't do. Mm-hmm. But then George Lucas, the original creator, comes out and says, no, it's magic. I can do it. I can do what I want. And he sells a company. Everybody's like, no, okay, we don't want to do that. This is another form of the Force. Dave Filoni's like, thank God. It was prophesized.
Maz talks about all her years, like the Force taking many forms and different names. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm just saying, like, the Night Sisters thing, whenever we read the comics and the video games, like, that was always like, well, it's another form of the Force, and then George Lucas came in, took the name Dathomir and the Night Sisters and said, it's magic. You know? Because he could do whatever he wanted to.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we don't have to worry about that
Didn't
anymore.
they use chants and stuff?
Did
Did that not bother you?
Yeah, no, it didn't.
He was
You're like,
young- he was
I
younger.
hate it when they chant and stuff, and then like, the Night Sisters. You said you
Yeah.
liked them. They did chants.
They did some chants, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just more cynical, or I'm just a terrible person, or something. But
It's more cynical. That's what it is.
I just honestly
Terrible person.
was.
Whatever.
I like, you know. We have a review channel. I'm allowed to say what I like and what I don't like.
I know. I'm just getting you prepared.
You're wrong!
I'm getting you prepared for what the viewers say.
I don't know.
We're doing this now, so they won't do it later.
Yeah.
I was going to say I have a Shane covered it already.
One thing I wrote down that I thought was interesting in this was the music / like ambiance, like background
Oh, definitely,
noises
yeah.
like that.
I like
you
the
know?
vocal. It reminded me of
Interstellar.
kind of like this. Like the violins kind of like Ireland. I don't know why.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the high violin.
Like a bagpipe.
Scotland.
Oh.
Irish, Scottish. What's the difference, lassie?
But no, like at the end there, like when they were waiting for Zeb to come back,
Yeah.
it was so quiet.
Yeah.
There was like no sound effects. There was like no music. There was like nothing in the background.
I even said that. I said it's eerily quiet.
It was slightly weird for me too, because like usually when you have those things, they're called pregnant pauses, meaning like there's something that, you know.
A few of those.
Not pregnant positives.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
you know, a pregnant pause means like there's a reason the pause is there, and it's carrying tension, or it's carrying some kind of like hopefulness or sadness or something. But like I felt like there was one pause where you were like, man, that dragged on a little bit. It was like it paused for like 2 full seconds where I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling.
Yeah.
I was like,
And then it cut the scene.
and it just cut.
And
I'm
there's
like,
no payoff.
and it did one of the classic Star Wars transitions. I was like, that was weird.
Well, there's been times when it goes to like the title sequence thing,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
Well, yeah, but
and
that-
it's like,
I would call that a pregnant pause. But
Yeah.
This I felt like is like, guys, we need 3 more seconds to hit the 22 mark for the commercials and all that stuff. Like, all right, just don't cut it.
just have someone stare off in the distance for a second.
That's what it kind of felt like to me.
I think this episode would have benefited being an hour long instead of half an hour long.
I feel that
Like
like
two-parter to give you more info.
Well, I
Well,
feel
because I would like to see the new planet and stuff like that.
I feel like that for a lot of these episodes.
Well, yeah.
We could come back to it,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean,
They-
have we had a whole lot of like arcs in Rebels?
No. No.
Not really.
I mean, kind of.
The clones.
Yeah.
That was a little arc they had.
I think that was the cool thing I liked about
Clone Wars?
was that you could watch these like
They didn't
3
start doing that till season 2 or 3 though.
Yeah, but we had 6 seasons of it. I mean, like, or 5 seasons then.
Yeah, it's basically the same crew doing this, right? They should
Yeah.
be like, hey, make some arcs.
But I mean, you would have like 5 episode arcs sometimes, and it was like watching a whole movie.
Yeah.
You know, it was
That was
awesome.
great. Hopefully we have more.
And
of that.
I'm not saying that I don't like Rebels. I love Rebels. I just feel like sometimes things like happen real quickly, short, and then that means that the things that I don't like prophecies and chanting, sometimes they'll take up like 50% of the episode sometimes. You know.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's fine. I mean, I still have a passing grade on the episode, but
Yeah.
it could have been 5%. You know.
Yeah. I mean, there was a couple parts I thought were kind of funny, like when Sabine threw the guns
Yeah, that was funny.
and like it hit
And
the
Honda,
Lasat, and
the
he, like,
Honda stuff.
Yeah.
Everything
At first, I'm
Honda
like, Hondo, what are you doing? And now like, what's going on with Hondo? Are they gonna let him go? Is he captured by the Empire?
Sometimes like Hondo has plans, and then sometimes he just goes by the seat of his pants in the sense that like his plan is ruined, and he's like creating plans like 5 seconds before he does them,
Yeah.
and he's like, and he
This is-
immediately abandons them.
This is why I love working with the Empire. What's your name? You know, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. It's just,
He's a character so full of charisma too. It's really fun to watch him.
It's weird. You get to see his ruthlessness though in the Clone Wars a little bit.
Yeah, like he was like a straight up villain.
Yeah,
for a lot
for
of
several
I mean,
episodes.
remember he like fought Anakin with a bow staff, like a Grievous staff one time.
I don't remember
I
that.
don't remember that.
It was remember like the 7 Samurai, 7 Bounty Hunter story.
That was a good one.
That was a real good one. Like when
Yeah.
they introduced Embo, the guy that has the helmet, like
Yeah.
a
Oh
skin.
yeah.
Like they had like a Seven Samurai inspired
When they were trying to defend the village.
the
and
village. Like
yeah.
Hondo was gonna just kill everybody in that village and take whatever he was taking, and Anakin and him like had like a sword fight. He doesn't do that stuff. And
Yeah.
he's like nice. He's like, didn't he say like Obi-Wan was one of his greatest friends? Like when? It's like Darth Maul showing up and being like, old buddy.
But didn't they work together though with like against Maul?
Ventress and Obi-Wan did.
Yeah, but in the same sense that like, didn't Dooku and Obi-Wan work together to escape something at one point?
Well, they were all Obi-Wan,
That was
Anakin,
a
and
good one,
Dooku
too.
were all
Yeah.
prisoners and stuff from Hondo.
Yeah, I'm just saying like
Oh yeah.
like they were as good of friends as those guys were. You know,
Yeah.
they were just helping each
Dude,
other out.
Clone
for
Wars had
something.
some strong damn episodes.
I know. I mean, Rebels does too, but like last episode, I felt was really strong. This one, I there were some moments of this I loved.
Mhm.
I just didn't love all of it.
There was,
But I'm a terrible person for that, apparently.
there was a moment when someone asked Ezra like, "Where'd you get this information from?" And Ezra's like, he reminded me of Shane. He goes, "Huh? From the just so someone." Like he had that moment, like when he's like trying to think of something, or like Shane, where you going? Huh?
Wait, no, it's this.
I'm just going to Tim Hortons to get a drink, or something like that. Like
Yeah.
you're gone for like 2 hours. Like what? Where'd you go? Something like that.
And the person that always steals the scene for me is Chopper.
Well,
This thing doesn't work.
Yeah.
one episode with the bounty hunter lady, he's like taking apart her ship, and like,
Yeah, but he's like he takes like a piece out and he's like.
Yeah.
It's always really good timing. I
Yeah.
enjoy that. Animation and the quality of animation is always getting better and better and better. That's it, right? Anybody else have anything else?
I like prophecies and turtles.
The more Channing, the better. No, I mean,
I'm gonna edit all of your guys' responses to me back, so it's me just talking about how much I hate it. Like, all right, guys, and we'll see you later. and you guys like,
put that there for a reason.
for what reason?
I don't know.
All right, that's it. That's all. That's all, Rebels.
Okay,
Bye.
yep. All right.
Done. No, I'm kidding. All right, guys, that was everything, Rebels. If you liked this episode, if you didn't like some of the stuff that I said, and if you guys completely agree with these guys, whatever, you can put this down in the comments below, and we'll continue the conversation. We do not do Q&As for Rebels, just because there's some stuff to talk about, but not a whole lot. But we can interact and answer questions down in the comments below. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You can see all of our links to our social media down in the description below. Go to blindwave.net for all that and more. And we'll see you guys next week. I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Aaron.
Shane, button.